Hello everyone, my name is Prakhar. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll solve a common coding interview problem called minimum time difference. It is the part of LeetCode daily problem, which is the problem number 539. Okay. So in this problem, you're given a list of 24-hour time points and you need to find the minimum time difference between any of the 2 points, as you can see, right? Any 2 points in the list, right? Okay, let's walk through the question. Let's break down the problem statement and then move on to the solution, right? So the problem asks us to calculate the minimum time difference between any two time points in R format, right? The trickiest part here is that since the times are in a 24-hour format, the largest possible difference between 2 points could be anything, always, right? And we also need to account for the difference between the last and first times after a sort, first time points after sorting. Why so? Because as I said earlier, that this is 24-hour clock format, right? It is mentioned over here as well, right? So we need to ensure this thing as well that we're not neglecting the last one, right? First and last, between the first and last, right? Cool. So how we're going to approach this thing? First of all, see this thing, see this test case. The first thing that will come to your mind for sure is that you will be converting all these hours into the minutes, right? Means whatever, let's say it is 23:59 over here. So you will be converting this first to the minute, like 23 into 60, and whatever is the result, you will be adding to the subsequent minute, right, that is 59. Okay, yeah, and then we will be sorting up the time points. Like after converting to the minute, we will be storing it into some minute array, and we will be sorting that in minute array. Right? Now, what is the need of sorting? You will be asking, right? So very simple and straightforward. We will sort them to easily calculate the time difference between consecutive points, right? Like here and here, consecutive points. It will ease down basically, right? And then simply iterate over it and get the minimum difference, right? And finally, as I said, you have to handle the circular time nature as well, since this is a 24-hour clock format. We also need to consider the time between the first and last time points by wrapping around. Okay, cool. Now let's see the example, right? I have taken one example. Let's see. Yeah. Suppose the time points are this thing, whatever it is written here. That is 23:59 means 11:59, 12 or and 12:34, right? Now let's see how we're gonna approach this thing. Okay. The first thing that I said was that we will be converting it, right? Means convert convert the hour into minute, right? And add the following minute and add the minutes, the respective minutes, right? Yeah. So what is the thing? Let's name it as number one. Step one means, right? So let's say the time. The first one is 23:59, right? 23:59. So the hour is 23 and minute, as you can see, is 59. So what I said is the total minute will be total minute is equal to what? 23 into 60 plus 59, whatever it is. Okay. So 23 into 60 is equal to what? Let's see it out. 6 times 3 is equal to 8. 1 carry 30. Let's calculate it out. 23 into 60 plus 59. 1439, right? 1439. Cool. Similarly, 00 means moving on to the next iteration over there. Total minute here will be what? Is equal to what? 0 into 60 plus 0, that is 0, right? Cool. Moving on to the third iteration, here is 1234, right? So again, yeah, total minute is equal to what? 12 into 60 plus 34, right? Which will be equal to 12, okay, 754, right? 754. This was the step one. Okay. Now what I said, we need to convert, we need to basically sort it down. Okay. After storing each, let's say, in the minute array, sorted. Now you know why to sort it. So why to sort it, right? Why? So that we can so that we can easily calculate. Okay. So that we can easily calculate the time difference. Yeah, time difference between consecutive point, right? Yeah, consecutive points. Cool. Now after sorting it, what we will get, right? Simple. Z first 0, then 754, and finally 1439, right? Cool. Wait, wait, wait. Yeah. 0754 and 1439. Okay. Now the say third step is to get the difference because that was the purpose of sorting it, right, so that we can get the difference between the consecutive points. So getting the difference, right? So consecutive are what, say, let's say 0 comma 754, 0 comma 754. What will be the difference? Obviously 754 minus 0 will be 0, right? Sorry, 754. Sorry. And then second consecutivity is between what? Of course, 754 comma 1439, right? Very cool. Which is equal to 1439 minus 74754. All right, which is equal to what? 685. Cool. Now, people, step 4 is pretty much the trickiest one, right? As I said, you have to ensure or you have to keep in mind about what, that you don't have to ignore the circular nature, right? As it is 24-hour clock format. So you have to keep this in mind. That is circular difference calculation, right? Okay. So how to do and what to do? So the time difference between the last and first time point also needs to be considered. All right. The circular time difference is calculated by taking the time from midnight to the last time. subtracting it from 24 hours and adding the first time. What did I said right away? That you have to calculate taking the time from midnight to the last time, subtracting it from 24 hours and adding the first time. Subtracting it from 24 hours, right? So 24 hours means what? 24 cross 60 minus last time, right? What is the last time? Last time is 1439, right? See this 14 1439, right? In this thing here. And finally, you have to add the first one. That is, first one is 0, right? And whatever is this thing, the answer will be 1. Okay? And now finally, just compare it out. So, the minimum difference is the smallest value among the differences calculated, right? So, how many differences you calculated? The first one here, 754, 685, and 1. Out of these three, the 1 is the smallest. And what we required, we need to return the minimum minute difference. This. Yeah. Straightforward, then the 1 is the answer. Alright, now let's see how to code this. Means just keep in mind whatever I said in the words that I will be doing it in the form of code. Just note down the steps. That same thing we're going to convert it into the Java code, right? First of all, the conversion of hour into minute, and then storing it in the minute array. Getting the difference is the step third, and step four, finally getting the difference between the first and last, and finally comparing the minimum difference of all the differences, right? So let's get it done. So, okay, making the random variable time point search is so now from here onwards, the array which we talked about, minutes array, right? We will be storing up after the conversion of hour into the minute, right? Minute into minute. This will be same. Size will be same of time points, right? Very straightforward. Now let's iterate. Print I is equal to 0, I is less than n, of course, I plus plus. Alright, now as everything is in the form of string, right? Here, see this. So let's get one by one. So how to get it from the list? Time points dot get I, right? Now, ma'am, now friends, what is the thing is, for each I, this is the value, right? We need to split the hour and the minute. So how we are going to do this? See this, very straightforward. INT hour, let's say HR represents the hour thing. So we have to convert it into the integer as well. So we will be passing it integer dot parse int time dot substring 0 comma 2. Alright, now you will be asking why. Okay, see this thing 23. If we are doing the substring thing, this is very clear that 0 to 2 will be representing this thing. 0, 1, and 2 is ignored in the substring case, right? As you know. Very straightforward. Now you will be asking like what if the case is 9 colon 10, let's say. So my friend, it is ensured that it will be given the two digit, right? 9 will not be straightforwardly written, it will be written in the form, means like 09. So this will always satisfy this thing. Okay. Similarly for the minute, int min is equal to again integer dot parseInt for converting it into integer, right? Again time dot substring Previously, for hour you did it from 0 to 2, right? From here, straightforward, just write 3. Cool. You don't need to specify the end one, like it will be ignored. Like ignored or what means it will start from 3 and go on up till the last. So nothing, no matter if you can, if you want to leave it as it is, you can. It will work perfectly, right? Now, after doing it, what did I say? We have to store it into minutes array, right? So how to convert it? We got the hour. What we did there, we converted it into the form of minutes. So for the conversion of hour into minute, we know we need to multiply the hour into hour with the 60, right? Hour into 60 and the minute. Cool. All right. Now, after getting the minutes thing, what did I say? We have to sort the array, right? So arrays dot sort, then minutes. All right. Cool. Ah, okay. Now let's take up answer variable, which will hold our answer. Integer dot, let's say max value, because we need to get the minimum time difference. Cool. So as I said, while explaining, we will be iterating over the minutes array, which is sorted now, to get the difference between the consecutive, right? So let's do it. It's less than minutes dot length, of course, and I plus plus, right? Difference answer is equal to math dot min. All right. Answer comma minutes I plus 1 minus minutes I, right? Because I said you have to calculate the difference between the consecutive. So I plus 1 and 1. It will ensure that every time, and for every iteration, the consecutive differences is being calculated between the minutes, among the minutes. Sorry. Okay. Finally, the trickiest part was what? That we need to calculate the difference between the first and the last element, as this is 24-hour clock format, right? So we need to consider this as well. Alrighty, cool. So simple. Int diff. Let's say I am denoting it via variable name diff first, and last. All right, is equal to, as I said, 24 into 60 minus the last one. My last one will be stored in the minutes array. The index minutes dot length, minutes dot length minus 1, of course, plus the first one, means minutes of at index 0. All right, and finally, just return whatever is the difference between all, means the answer which you had and this variable, difference first and last, means diff first, first and last. All right, right. Now let's see if our test cases is if our sample test cases is passing or not. Let's run it out. All right, guys. All right, our sample test cases is passed. Now let's move on to the final submission. Okay, now, okay, sure. Now, any idea what is the time complexity? Any idea? Any idea, guys, about the time complexity? Very straightforward. Like we are iterating it over n times and then sorting it, and then again comparing it. Simple. For sorting, it will take log of n, right? And then again for iterating. And so, what is this? Big O of n log n is the time complexity, right? Okay, guys. I hope this explanation helps you understand the logic behind this solution. If you enjoyed this particular video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more coding problems with insanely amazing explanation, right? So thanks for watching. This is Prakhar. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.